And I think we're live. Hello, everybody.
Wait, no music?
No, I haven't fixed that yet. Because I'm noob.
Noob.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling my brother. I'm just.
I mean,
I
you're
met him.
welcome to take
He's
over.
a lovely man.
I mean,
He's
someone
going to be so
else
upset.
is welcome to do it and take over the streaming. I don't mind.
Yeah, brains.
I would love to, but this potato will not hold it. Although, to be fair,
Checking potatoes.
no, I got a new toy, and I think it might be able to handle the streaming. It's the new Raspberry Pi 4, which I think has better spec than this fucking laptop. It might be able to do it. I haven't tinkered with it yet.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Woohoo, we're back with a new adventure. Well, not a new we're continuing.
New adventure. Oh, right. So we're going Pathfinder then, are we?
No.
Bye, Shin. Bye, Shin.
Bye, Nim.
Hashtag too soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're back. It was pretty intense session last week.
Yep.
No
At
kidding.
least, my opinion. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my
Somebody
God.
died.
Oh wait, I need to get into character. Hold on.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, Vince killed himself last time.
Fucking what? Killed
Hey.
himself.
You don't mess with the drug-addled maniac. That's your fault.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh, yeah. Trying to help out a friend from ODing. Yeah, fuck, what a dick am I?
You only have yourself to blame.
Nobody was ODing. He was just real high.
So, yeah.
You were one con save away from ODing.
Well-
Fuck you.
Brains, you know what?
What?
Dead people do not speak. We don't have speak with dead.
I'm not dead. The character's dead. Nim, it's not real. I'm not really Vince. It's all
You can mute him, right, Nim?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, totally. I can also do. Where is? I need
Wait,
to
no,
add something.
don't mess it up. You already messed up the music, so let's.
Yeah.
Let's not make it even worse.
Damn.
Ooh. Jeez, burn words that way. Jesus. Ah.
Good. So
That's everyone put in their place.
as we're all friends again, let's. Anybody wanna have something to say? Any things that need attention to? Sorry, I'm just blocking somebody on my screen.
Do we need to mute him again? Is he being bad? I'll shut up now. Okay.
Nothing. Then I think we can pretty much jump in. For those that haven't seen the last episode, what's wrong with you? You need to watch the episode before this one before you watch this one. Just, geez, I mean, come on, watch it. Then come back here because else I'm gonna spoil for you what happened. That's the way the story goes.
Pause it now, go back, watch it, and then come back.
Because Finn's died. Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Wait, what?
Okay, everybody, for those of you who are listening, you won't be able to see this, but for you that's watching, I updated our screen. So now it says dead wins.
Oh, I
So
see.
there's no confusion.
Let's see this.
Oh yeah, she did. It's great.
Nice. Good job. Good job.
I mean, I can also move it up a bit. What do you guys think? Is this better?
I should just
Put it
place it
right over his face.
over his
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Do the 404 thing.
Yeah, 404 Vince not fine.
Is this good?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do. Yeah.
Excellent. So, I think we left off where the village news was slowly gathering that the giant was hopefully this time actually dead. But seeing how Ellie just burned the living shit out of the entire corpse, it should be dead by now. You would think it's safe to assume. And guards were carrying Vince over to Lady Tachan to see if anything could be done. And was I correct in understanding that all of you kind of joined him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
yeah, Kel did first, and then Ellie and
Yeah,
Gemini
Kel
walked
was
over
trying to
there.
help
Yeah.
the guards. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vince didn't.
I think that's fine.
Vince no longer is speaking right over his body.
I don't think he has a choice.
No.
So yeah, there's a lot of hectic things going on. People are moving around, and once, well, news starts to spread that the all clear has been given, people start to rush back into the village to see. Apparently, rumor has it that people have been gone missing and might still be somewhere hiding in the village. So people start to look for their loved ones and stuff. But you guys don't. I'm assuming don't really have a lot of attention for that. You guys are pretty much focused on Vince, as you see about 10 minutes east from the village. You see Lady Tachan there with a couple of people, but mostly guards, and she is looking after their wounds, and some men and women are helping her to address the wounds that mostly the guards have gotten. And yeah, you see Cal, you're kind of in the front carrying Vince in a stretcher, carrying him over there. And what do you do?
Well, we're obviously moving towards Lady Chan.
Yeah,
so
you're just having you're at the point where you need to shoo people out of the way to actually get to her.
all right. Lady Chan, we have a problem.
She looks up and sees you and kind of, excuse me, and she kind of could you take over here, please? As she stands up and walks to you. What's wrong? Oh my! She sees Vince on the stretcher, and she hurries towards him and starts to examine him. As after 5 seconds, she kind of stops, and at this point, Gemini and Ellie just start to join. She looks at the three of you and says,
Can you help him? Can you save him?
"There's, I'm sorry. She kind of places a hand on his head. There's nothing left to save. He's dead."
Gemini just sits down real quiet like.
You did this.
You see a tear appear in Lady Tachan's face as it just kind of runs down her scales and just drops to the ground. I'm so sorry, my friends. She makes a couple of symbols, hand gestures. Says, he's moved on to a better place.
Lady Chan, is there anything you need help with?
There are people hurt here. We can use all the help we can get.
I'm a bit tapped out when it comes to spells, but I suppose you can mend a few wounds or something.
Just help them. Bandages are over there, and anything you can do is appreciated.
Yeah, Cal will just sort of take off like he's trying to work away his thoughts.
Ellie's just gonna sink to the ground as well and hold on tight to Fluffles. Not really having words at the moment.
As the stretcher where Vince's was on has been put down by Cal and the soldier that was helping him, Edith Chan looks at it and says, I'll make sure that he gets a proper burial. I'm sorry, but I have to look after these people.
Fire. He'd want to go out and fire.
As you wish.
Can I have a south-facing pyre? Really gets the sunlight in the morning. Maybe one by the seafront. Yeah.
Gemini is gonna speak up as she walks away, and he's just gonna say, "Can you bring him back? Can he be brought back?"
Lady Tachan kind of stops as she was kind of turning to move on. She kind of stops and she turns back to you, Gemini, and says, bringing people back from the dead, it's a grueling undertaking. What's the right amount of magic and the right circumstances, it can be done.
How?
I've only heard stories. I myself do not have this kind of power.
Who would? There's Kalimvar, there's Baron. We met that man I snorted. He was Kalimvar cleric. Baron, he went to where he was from. Do you know where that is? The church town? I don't know. Some Kalimvar place. He's the god of death in between. But he can help. They can help. Where? Do you know where that place is?
No, I do not. We are in good standing with the priests of Kalimvor, but they don't. I am not familiar with all their locations or. No, I'm sorry.
There are components required for spells.
As far as I know.
Component would be required to bring him back? What do I need to gather?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I only heard stories about these things, but from what I gather, you would require a diamond.
How big? How much worth? What?
I do not know.
Okay. Thank you. That's a good start.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you more, but the magic you're talking about is, well, it is powerful, and also not everybody considers it to be
It's okay. It's okay.
right.
I've got you.
Oh. Well, I don't care what other people consider to be right.
I get it as much.
Thank you.
She nods and continues onwards.
Gemini will help bandage up people as best he can while thinking.
Ellie is gonna try to take a short rest.
All right. So, for the next hour, you guys help bandage people up. Ellie just kind of sits there holding Fluffles, resting. And after this hour, you've pretty much done all you can for the people here. And slowly but surely, guards are coming back and saying, like, seems all clear. We should be able to safely go back in now. And they people that are able to move by themselves start to get up and start to move back into the town, and others are being assisted.
Gemini will find what he assumes to be like the highest ranking guard.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the leader of your town, the mayor, governor? I don't know what you people have. Where is he?
He kind of looks at you. We have a mayor. He is, I believe he already went into the town.
Thank you. Where in the town?
Good question. He might be at his home. He might also be at the square. I don't know really.
Gemini will start walking towards the square.
All right. So you head over there. What does the rest do?
What's Ellie
go
doing?
on.
Yeah, he's just going to carry on lying there.
Ellie does not really know what she's doing. She looks kind of lost at the moment.
Yeah, Cal will sort of sit with her and sit and sort of like strip some bits of wee leather into like places and stuff, just to sort of keep himself busy.
All right. So you stay pretty much here?
I'll stay with Ellie, yeah.
And Ellie, you stay here in the forest? Or
Is,
can't really say it's forest.
no, well, she would probably slowly get up and head back to town because Lady Tashan said she would take care of Vince, and she does not know what to do about anything or everything. So there's nothing she can do there, and I mean, going to town is the only logical thing to do, right?
All right. So you all three kind of head back into town. You go a bit first, Gemini, and you start to look for the mayor. And after a while, you find him. He is indeed in the town square or in the village square, and he's talking to people and says, "All right, we'll make sure we have some tents. You can stay in there for a while, and we'll get the masonry to start to fix it up as soon as possible. Don't worry. You're not forgotten." He shakes his hand and thank you. People start to leave, and it's quite busy. There's, if you're looking for a right time to kind of like, hey, he's not doing anything, I can talk to him now. There's not going to be any. You see like this crowd of people around him, and people, most of them wait their turn to talk to him, but others just go like, I need your help now.
All right. Gemini's gonna kind of slide his way through the crowd, trying not to bump into anybody or like disturb them, and just kind of sneak up towards the mayor, and then he'll just he'll try to catch his eye and just like stare at him standing there being Gemini.
Well, you catch his attention quite quickly.
Doves.
You're the mayor.
I am.
You've spoken to my compatriots, but I don't believe. Have we spoken? I don't recall.
No, I think I'd recognize you.
Yes. So, we killed your giant.
So I gather, yes.
This would be the second giant that we've killed for you now.
second one?
Yes.
I believe we only hired you to kill one.
Yes, I know. And we killed 2.
Nons. Thank you.
Well, don't thank me just yet. You see, we lost a man.
No, he's by the church.
Sorry.
Nope, he lost forever. and I have a few questions. One, do you know where the priests of Kalambor reside? I hear they're close here, north, south, not far. Our other compatriot left to go join with them. Now we need to find them as well.
Shakes his head. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with them.
You don't know your own neighbors, and you're the mayor.
If they were my neighbors, I would know them.
Is there anybody here who is not Lady Tachana or yourself who may know them?
No, I don't think so. But I can't speak for everybody here in this town, but I would assume not. Lady Tachan is a knowledgeable woman, and well, wait, you could ask some people from the Purple Caravan. They might know them. They travel around a lot.
Yes, lovely. Well then, I will talk to the last remaining person from the Purple Caravan who is here. But that brings us to 2 more things. One, do you know anything about magics? In particular, restoration, revivifying magics?
No, I know there are people in this world that can do magic, but I am not one of them, and I have little knowledge about these things. I know how to run a village, but I know to cherish people that can do magic and use it for good. That's pretty much the extent of my knowledge.
Well, I mean, not to offend, but you have been almost entirely useless so far. So, now,
He
we
frowns.
are going to have to
Well, then let me focus my attention on people that I can be useful to. Thank you.
You can be useful to me right now. That's what I'm getting to. You see, payment. We were promised payment for killing 1 giant, and yet again, we've killed 2.
He kind of looks at you, and where his face was first worried but kind of neutral, his face now kind of darkens, and he says, "Excuse me, look around yourself. Many of these people have lost their homes and have lost loved ones. You now come to me for payment? You'll get your payment once these things are settled."
And how long will that take?
As long as it does. Now, if you excuse me.
I do have dragon's breath left.
Fuck him up.
Gemini!
He's an older man, so you don't think he has a lot of hit points.
No, yeah, I'm probably not good dex.
Roll for sanity. Roll for sanity.
all
If
these
you kind of
frail,
turn to
injured
his side,
people. Yeah.
you could
get the whole
probably
village
get
in.
a couple of innocent bystanders with
Yeah,
it
yeah.
as well.
You get the crowd too, yeah.
They're really easy to rob when they're dead.
Yeah, that's true.
You know the phrase, "I'm not a criminal here"?
But
Yeah.
If you
that's
do
changed.
this action, that will change.
yeah.
Do I know where the mayor's house is? I believe Ali and I had been there before.
Yes. So they never got
Okay,
to speak to the major. They only got to speak. No, they spoke to the elder, not the major. The elder. Maybe that's the same person.
It's the same person.
Okay. And they only got to speak to a guard that totally didn't believe Ellie.
I start walking towards his house.
Someone's getting robbed.
All right. Cal, Ellie, what do you guys do?
Go
should be.
to the inn.
Yeah. Let's go get something to eat. Yeah. get
Because
some drinks or
Gemini
something.
is being kind of clearly saying that he's leaving, and he just rushed off, so she has no clue what he's doing.
True.
What time is it now?
It's late in the afternoon.
I suppose we may get some supper or dinner, Ellie.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
Food for the mind, you know.
If you say so.
All right. Well, this way.
She's gonna pull up her hoodie on her or the hood on the cloak and
All right.
uh,
You guys
highlight
walk into the tavern, and the door is open, so you kind of walk in, but there's no one here.
no one at all.
Nope. Not even Morgan's here.
Take a look outside, see if anybody's sort of walking this direction.
No, not really.
Is the inn intact? Is a good question too.
Yeah, it's intact. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of damage, but nothing.
All right. Cal will make the conscious decision to walk in to sort of the back kitchen and see if there is still food about.
Oh yeah.
They'll start frying up something.
Okay.
If anybody, he'll make enough for maybe, just in case more people come.
Okay. What do you do, Ali?
She is gonna talk to Fluffles quietly and try to make sense of what just happened with Vince and how that happened and the visions she got with her auntie and just try to make sense of it all because nothing makes sense at the moment. And
Okay.
she's gonna now and then touch her eyebrow because what the fuck is up with my eyebrow?
Mm-hmm.
This is getting creepy.
All right.
Yeah.
The Gemini is spreading.
It's an infection.
As you're kind of sitting there, kind of holding Fluffles and kind of softly talking to him, there's a light bit of the smell of food starts to come from the kitchen and starts to cover the inn. And just as it does, the door that was open, just somebody steps in. You smell a nice scent of food, and you kind of look around, and you see Ellie sitting there in a corner, kind of holding her kitten, or a kitten. What do you do, Wheeler?
Oh, me. Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gonna be dead for the episode.
Okay, wait. I need to do shit. Come on. I don't have a new thing, so I have to change this. Don't mind me.
You've kind of entered the village, and it seems to be in an uproar. You're not 100% sure what's been going on, but you think the massive burned corpse of a giant that was lying in the main street might have something to do with it. And there's several buildings that have been severely damaged, and people are worried and stuff, and they haven't been paying any attention to you. And as you kind of walk in there, you felt like, nah, fuck it, I'll go to the tavern and see. That's usually the place where people meet and talk and stuff. And you smell food, and the only one you see here is the person you've come to find.
Cool. Hold on, I didn't think I'd arrive this quickly. Sorry. Yeah, he'll turn, see an Ellie and be like, And he'll sort of quickly run over to her, and yeah, he'll be like, Ellie, quick! And he'll come over and like sort of be like, hey.
Uh-huh. Tilt head. I know you.
You see somebody, a halfling, standing in front of you. Describe yourself, Wheeler. What do you look like?
So he's wearing he's average height, halfling, I believe. Let me just pull up his actual height.
8'5".
Yeah, for halfling.
No,
No,
like
it's-
average halfling height.
Yeah, no, it's not. This isn't a Terry Pratchett halfling, the 6 foot dwarf. Is that average 2.5 foot? That seems quite small for a. That's about average?
I
isn't it?
thought gnomes were
No.
like that height.
No, that's quite small, isn't it?
Halflings are around 3 foot.
Yeah, 3 to
Yeah.
So
I thought
Okay,
halflings
sorry,
were
so he's-
just under dwarves.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
o-
so
it's
yeah,
okay.
he's,
I was gonna say he's been raised by certain people. He took after them.
yeah. So yeah, no, well, turn out. So he's actually a short halfling.
Yeah.
He's wearing sort of just like traveling clothes, like a white shirt with like a leather vest over it, and the collar's like flicked up. He's got brown, essentially hair like mine, except more curly, like this. When I go watch the last stream, my hair in that is what it looks like, not when it's been straightened. And he's relatively tanned, like he's been outside a lot, rather than usual, halfling hiding in a hole, and blue eyes. Yeah.
And you're wearing a very particular looking cloak.
Yes. Wasn't in my description, that's why I missed that. But yes, he's also wearing a very fancy cloak. That
It's not necessarily fancy. It doesn't
well,
look like,
it looks relatively plain in here. I'll cover that later when we go to another location. But it's sort of brown color, and it looks not made out of leather, but out of like a heavy material. Or well, not heavy, but like it's tough material. It's not like just cloth or something like that. It's something.
It's not flimsy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you couldn't spit through it.
what age are you?
Good question. Well presented.
Thank you.
Oh shit. Where's my notes? I don't have that in D&D Beyond.
If it helps, Ellie's
Yes.
25.
25.
Is Ellie.
So, do gnomes not live longer than halflings?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, then he would be quite young. Wow.
Ellie, you're probably a little bit older.
Yeah, I would. I was going to
might
place
be
him like.
older.
Yeah, I was going to place him like 20s. I think is what my
Well-
notes were. I just couldn't remember exactly where
Well,
in the
she
20s.
might be closer to 30 then.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm just going to fill that in. I'm going to go with 20 on the button because
Yeah.
I'm not going to go looking for my notes. So yes, he's 20.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
So
Yeah.
Ellie, you kind of look at this this halfling who's just all of a sudden addressing you by name, and he looks slightly familiar. As you're kind of looking at him, and your gnomish brain is like scanning pictures. Like, wait, do I know this person? Oh my god, this is so awkward if I know him and I don't recall.
It's like waving to someone in the street, and they're not. They're actually waving to someone behind you. You're like,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Okay,
and-
think. Different context. Where have I met halflings before? Different context.
It's like,
and
Ellie,
seeing as your brain is probably also very concerned with your aunt at this point.
Yeah.
Bing! That's where the light bulb goes up.
Really? And she's gonna fly off the seat and glump him.
Glump?
what does
You
a
haven't-
glump look
You
like?
have not heard of a glump? It's a charging hug.
Oh, okay.
You throw your body at someone in affection.
Is that what
Yeah.
gelatinous cubes do to people? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
that
If you want.
They're
I
just
mean, it was sort of
misunderstood. Yeah.
it's sort of what Vince did to Gemini, but it didn't end well.
No, yeah, you don't call him Jim now.
So
No,
basically,
you-
a glomp is is a tackling hug. Not the intentionally trying to bring them down, more to let yourself on to the person hugging them very tightly.
Okay.
It's an anime thing.
Okay.
And is
Am I going to need to make a strength check here to see if I stand up?
and is Fluffles part of this glump or not?
Cat to the
Probably
face.
not unless Fluffles follows. Which
No. If you drop him, he stays on the ground.
she was kind of sitting at one of the tables and having him on the table in front of her.
okay.
So
then,
she wasn't holding. So she would.
then
he
he
would,
is still on the table. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
exclaiming
Yeah.
wheelie and glumping.
Yeah. Hey, yes. Hello. Yeah. Glad to see you too. But we need to go.
No, are you okay? Are you safe? Are you unhurt? And just like spin him around and just like check him, make sure he's safe, and
So,
not
yes.
really letting him speak. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
no,
good.
yeah,
Did you see the giant? Did you see the giant? It's dead. I burnt it. You don't need
okay.
to worry. You can take it easy. Relax. It's okay. We got it.
As you kind of examine him, kind of like, oh, are you not hurt? Is there any blood coming out of anything? You kind of like, there's this moment of like, you remember him to be, well, he's not big now, but
Yeah.
this tiny little boy who used to play around at your aunt's garden, and he's matured. He has become well, yeah,
Wait, weren't you smaller?
a good-looking
Aren't
halfling
you-
man.
Weren't you taller?
Wait, what's he now?
He's 2.5.
Okay, so she's still taller.
Yeah. Yeah, but in proportion to what he
Yeah.
remembers.
But aren't you smaller?
A while ago, yeah. But we need to go.
No, we killed the giant. We don't need to run.
No, we do. Heine said, Heine.
Honey.
Hanny. Thank you. Yeah. No, Hanny sent me. We need to go. She's not well.
You can see her thinking and putting pieces of puzzles together, and like, okay, that one fits there. That one fits there. Oh shit. Oh, what? No. But I don't. We got Cal.
Yeah. What's up, Ellie? Kind of busy here.
She's gonna grab Wheeler's hand and get Fluffles and go out to the kitchen.
No, all right.
What do we see?
You see Ellie coming in with Wheeler.
Is Cal get the apron on and everything, does he?
Yeah, the titty one.
It's up to you. Yeah.
The apron on and he's like big stir in a big pot and everything. What's up, Ellie?
If you got the big floppy hat on.
This is Wheelie. He's kind of like my brother, but he's a halfling. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
and
nice to meet you, Wheelie. Is it?
and my aunt is dying.
He puts his hand out. He's like, Wheeler.
You sort of get like one of them warm mitts.
Oh, yeah. Oven mitt.
Yeah, oven mitt.
There we go. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. What's up?
I need to go with Ellie, or Ellie needs to come with me.
Right. You're not going
honey.
to stay for some food.
We should.
I mean, there's
maybe
enough
do
for
that.
everybody, so.
Is there enough for me though?
Yes.
He looks
Cool.
down at the pot, and the pot's probably bigger than him. So,
Oh my sweet summer child, you haven't met many halflings, have you?
no, well, the odd one, but no.
You've never fed one before.
No.
No, but
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we could stay for
we
food, but
we just had a really big fight, and Vince died, and Vince died.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that's how you respond to things. Oh my God, didn't she teach you anything?
She did. I said I'm sorry.
Questionably.
Yeah, she didn't teach me. She didn't say I had to mean it.
Ellie, could you pass me the spice there?
She will grab a couple things, not sure what it means. Like, here.
Yeah, that will do. Yeah.
And I need to tell you everything. We're just gonna wait here, and she's gonna take Wheeler again and drag him out of the kitchen, and
Okay.
just basically start filling him in on what's been happening in her normal, non-linear, non-chronological order.
So
All over the place.
So Vince died. Then we killed a giant. Then
Vince died again.
Then Vince died. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Then
then we
we
burned
met
it.
Vince.
And yeah, but he's probably more used to her being excited and rambling, so he can probably piece it together.
Yeah, that bit probably goes there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys, you clue up Wheeler about what's going on.
Yeah.
Cal, you stay in the kitchen for a bit longer and start cooking. After a while, you kind of join them with some food.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini, you arrive at the mayor's home.
What's around me? What do I see? What's going on?
The home is quite nice, quite big, especially in the upper class of the homes that are here. And there's a little fence around it with a little door, like very low. It comes to about waist height to you, so you could step over it. But usually people open the little door and walk towards the front door. And there's a nice garden around it, and the house doesn't seem damaged.
Yes.
You kind of look around.
Good
No
answer.
guards. It's quiet.
What's the fence made out of?
Wood.
Okay. Wood is so flammable. I am going to
If only you had a pyromancer.
walk
wait.
up. Yeah. I'm gonna walk over the fence, and if I happen to break part of it, whatever, and then I will.
Aww.
Well, I'll accidentally stomp through the garden as hard as I can, and then I'll go ahead and after I rough it up just a little bit, just enough to make me feel better about myself, I'll go ahead and pay more attention to my surroundings, and then sneak towards the entrance.
All right.
And
Roll your perception.
my perception. Roll. That's nope, natural one.
Natural 1.
Goodbye, dice.
No, it's all quiet.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can have that one. This is the one that killed Vince.
Oh well, nope, I'm good. Okay, all quiet. Then in that case, I'll just try the door, see if it's open.
You try the door. It's open.
Walk right in.
All right. You walk right in. It's a nice looking house. You're in a hallway. There's a painting hanging on the wall. There's a little dresser kind of table thing. There are some shoes here and a bucket where you would think there's a couple of canes in there. And yeah, that's about it.
In the doorway, like over the door when you walk in, I'm gonna first off close the door. Then I'm gonna take out my rapier and carve "Gemini was here" in thieves' camp.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start just investigating, looking around, seeing if there's any mischievous type of paperwork, any type of thing that maybe he doesn't want people to know about and or see that I can use against him in a blackmailing fashion.
All right. Roll your investigation.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot better. All right. That's my dice for this one. investigation, so that's 18.
18. All right. You start to go through the house and you start to look at papers and stuff. How much time do you allow yourself to be here?
Well, right now, the investigation portion of it, probably half hour to an hour.
Okay. So you go through a lot of papers. Also, an important question: how stealthy do you try to be? Do you put things back in their place, or do you just?
Yeah, I'll put things back in their place.
All right, roll your stealth then to see how well you hide your tracks of being there.
13.
13. Okay, you do a reasonable job, and you kind of, keep the order of things and stuff as you go through it. And as you do, you see, for starters, you see a big, long-haired cat kind of lying there on a couch, like just lying there. He kind of looks at you, closes his eyes again, and continues sleeping.
Cool.
Fucking cats make shit watch guards.
And you start to go through papers and mostly papers, I would say, right? Things that you could use to blackmail him. Mm-hmm. So you're mostly focused in the office. Is that what I'm getting from you?
Yeah, office, bedroom area. Yeah, towards the end. I'll move from the office to the bedroom. Yeah.
All right. You find in the office there's a safe.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it.
You try to open it?
What do you think? First, I'm going to check it for traps.
There you go. Check for traps. So roll your perception.
That's 20.
Are you roll your wisdom with your proficiency modifier? I don't know if you're proficient in perception.
In perception, I am proficient.
Oh, okay.
I have expertise.
Then it's the same.
Expertise. I'm double proficient.
There you go. Then you can roll your perception.
That's 20. Filthy 20.
Filthy 20. You search it, and there is not so much a trap on it, but there is what you would say some kind of mechanism that indicates if it's been opened without a key.
Okay. Can I try to basically set that? How do I, how you disarm a trap? Can I disarm that and then rearm it when I'm done?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to open it up and do all that.
All right.
Let me know.
So you are proficient at thief tools. So roll your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency modifier. Roll that. So that's.
Would it be sleight of hand or would it be dex?
Sleight of hand is also good. Sleight of hand is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it, natural one. God damn, what the fuck is wrong with these dice, man? Jesus fucking Christ.
You start to work on the vault, and you see the thing, like you trigger it, and it indicates somebody's been in there.
Okay. How big is the safe?
It's about this. It's not a massive.
About how heavy?
Safe. Oh, it is heavy because it's made out of metal and stuff, and it has like these little standards where it's on, and it's connected to the safe. So, what's your strength?
No.
Okay, then you will not be able to.
All right, I just got this image of you like doing just tons of stealth rolls while going.
So, all right. So the thing's it fucking tripped. Do I still get to roll to try and lockpick to open the safe?
You could still try to open it. Yeah, I mean.
Okay. All right.
So roll your pickpocket again.
All right. Much better. 23.
23. It takes you about 3 minutes or so.
Uh-huh.
But you manage to open it, and as you do, there's a lot of gold, some jewelry, some platinum.
Do you know what you call that?
Hmm.
His. Mine.
And so that's the first thing you see. Roll your either perception or investigation.
It's 19.
A 19. You see that it's kind of piled in the safe. There's two parts of the safe. So there's a shelf in there. The top of the bottom one has also some gold and platinum and some nice looking stones. But as you kind of look at it, you think there is an extra layer in there.
Snatch it out. See what's up.
You would first have to take out the coins and the gems and stuff.
Dump it all on the floor.
All right, you just you pull it out, and you see there's a little hole where you can kind of like pop your finger into it to lift something up.
Claw.
You fucking hell!
So it stabbed me.
Roll your
Con save.
con save.
Sure. Natural 20.
Oh,
Natural 20. Very good. Very good.
That's a good dice. That's a much better dice.
It's a much
who's a good dice? Who's a good?
You feel this spike going into your finger, and you take 8 points of damage
Sure.
as you pull it back, and you just feel this thickish liquid just trying to make its way into your body, and you start sucking your finger, and you just start spitting it out, and you have the feeling you're good enough. Your body's kind of fighting it.
Okay, I will let's see here. What do I have? Let me check my equipment real quick. I don't have a lot. I'll try to open it with my thieves' tools, I guess. Or if there's like a dagger or something thin that I can just pry it open with. Nearby vicinity, try to open it with that.
You saw a letter opener on the desk.
Snatch it and
you start to kind of jam it in there and just start wigging it. And you kind of open it, and there are papers in there in an envelope.
Take them, pocket them.
Okay.
And then I will I'll snatch up all of the diamonds and jewels and stuff and throw them in my bag, and like all the money.
Okay. Everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Because fuck this town.
And then I'll fucking walk out, kick the door open, and just start fucking going towards where would I think that my companions would have gone is my question. They wouldn't go to Lay to Chance.
Vince went to the whorehouse.
Yep.
They did.
I think everybody would go. Yes.
They did not appreciate it whenever this corpse just entered it.
Yep.
Don't worry, ladies.
That's
I'm
gonna
already
be double.
stiff.
Brains? You
Yeah.
can't be two characters at once. Either you're a dead guy that
Aw.
doesn't move, or you're really.
Could I be a dead guy that moves? Because that
No.
would be brilliant. Oh, boo. Oh, I broke the DM. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gemini is just gonna
Sorry,
like,
back to Wheeler.
dance his way. I think he would assume they went to the inn because that's where they've been staying. So he's gonna dance his way over to the inn and just not give a fuck about anything.
All right. So you arrive at the inn, and you see Cal, Ellie, and Wheeler sitting there, and Ellie is just still she's the only one whose plate is almost completely full still, while the other two plates are running on empty. As she's like just talking at one piece, and you see the two men just eating and just nodding and
Well, hello all.
So,
Hey, didn't see you there. At least telling Alex.
Frowny brows.
Yeah.
Frowny brows stare at Gemini.
I like what you've done with your eyebrows, Ellie.
Pull up Hoodie a bit more. Where are you leaving?
Well, that may have changed. I may be sticking around a bit longer.
Wheeler will look at Ellie, Gemini, back to Ellie, back to Gemini. He's rubbing off on you.
Yes, I tend to do that. Would you like me to rub off on you?
No!
You've got all your patches on, don't you?
Yep.
And they're all very flamboyant
Oh,
in
yeah.
there. Yeah. In Thieves' Cant, Wheeler's going to... That's an interesting patch. He's not actually going to point, but he's going to assume, given that he's saying it in Thieves' Cant, you're going to know the one he's talking about. Ellie, you hear something like, bananas are really good this time of year, but I'm very tall.
Yeah.
No, you're really short.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Get it in your head, you're short. You might be taller, but you're still short.
But I have a big heart. No, he does not. He does not. But yeah.
Gemini's gonna smile and say, so in Thieves' Cant, so which city do you hail from?
DM?
you don't really hail from a city.
Yeah, but which one did I come from?
You don't recall. You've been adopted by the aunt since you were really young.
Yeah, I know, but because she's in the city.
No. She's not in the city.
Was she not in the city?
No,
she's in the
picked you up.
countryside.
Yep.
Oh.
She picked you up in the city.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Whenever we were talking about this, I thought Elliot said that you should go back to this capital. But okay.
No.
Yeah, because Ellie is from the capital, but her aunt is not living in the capital.
That makes more sense. Let me write that down.
Aunt, not in the city.
Not in the city.
In the city.
Derp, apologies. Yes, in back in Thieves' Cant, he'd be like, I don't really hail from any cities.
Well, the only way to join a guild is to go to one, and they tend to only appear in cities. So which one did you go to?
If I told you that, I'd have to kill you.
Oh, you'd have to try.
Promises. All still in Thieves' Cant. I mean,
Yeah, the two of you hear them having a conversation that makes no sense whatsoever.
What type of food was it?
The food that Cal made?
Yeah.
Oh, it's big bowls of stew, so they were.
Oh.
Also, while he's talking in Thieves' Cant, he'll be like reaching over to Ellie's plate and sort of just sliding it towards him. Just smile.
Gemini's gonna look at Ellie and be like, I don't know who he is, but I like him. And then he's gonna flick over a platinum to Wheeler.
Catch it. Cool.
He
bites it.
He's kinda my brother.
Oh, lovely. Cal, may I have one of those bowls? Also, we need to have a conversation. Does anybody know what Kate is?
Yeah, sure. I'll go get you one now.
Thank you.
And no, we haven't seen anyone. And why are you not leaving? You said you were leaving. You said it like 3 times, and you were thinking it.
Yeah, well,
Explain yourself.
Hold on.
No,
First off,
explain yourself.
I am trying to, but you will not be silent.
I swear to God, I will slap you with my ring hand.
So, first off, yes, I did say that multiple times. Secondly, it sounds like you want me to leave. Third, I thought it. Explain it yourself, young lady.
No, okay, you didn't think you were leaving. You thought you couldn't stay with us. Why can't you stay with us?
Wait. Backtrack. Let's. What do you mean by I thought it? How would you know something like that?
While this is going on, Wheeler's going to like whenever you recline back in the chair, like on two legs with the bowl of stew, just like.
Yeah, remember when we were looking for Gretchen? I was looking for her, and you were singing it really loudly. I could not ignore it.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's not
I'm
my
gonna
fault that you're
roll to-
singing it loudly.
I want to what's that shit called where you find out when
Insight.
she's lying?
Insight.
Insight. All right, I'm gonna insight. That's an 18.
Well,
18. Ellie,
yeah,
how forthright are you?
very.
Very?
Yeah, is the truth?
You believe she's telling the truth? At least her version of it.
She believes it's
But-
true.
First off, stay out of my head. Secondly, the reason I'm not leaving is because things have changed. You see, I made a mistake and I need to do something about it. And I thought we were going to see Baron. So, if we are going to see Baron, there may be people there who can help us rectify my mistake. Then I will, as you seem to want very badly, leave.
No, I want you to stay, but you wanted to leave.
Yes, I did.
How do we
But
know
I
you're
don't
not gonna
anymore.
just walk off because you suddenly changed your mind again?
I didn't suddenly change my mind, first off. It was a long process. There was a lot to it. Secondly, I'm not going to leave until we find a way to help Vince. And I think that way is with the people of Kellenvall.
Cal comes up at this point, sort of sets a bowl of stew in front of Gemini. He goes, I would believe that would be true. A man's honor don't pass much on the dead.
You see, my best friend Kel, he believes me.
We're best friends now?
Yes.
You thought he wanted to
Vince
kill
is
you.
dead.
The king is dead. Long live the king. Fuck you.
So, Cal, do you know where this Kellenvall place is? I mean, your names are similar.
Kellenvall? Kellenvall's a god, isn't he?
Yes, do you know where his
Up there
church,
somewhere.
chapel, city?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's like all of us.
Holy simple. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior?
My God, Baron, you're back.
So that's what you look like underneath the armor. Really muffled your voice.
Oh dear. Sorry, I haven't traveled that much, I suppose. No.
Roll your history, Cal.
History it is. 19.
19. There you go. You've heard stories about a temple to Kalimvor somewhere in the north of this kingdom. But
Hmm.
it's, for some reason, it's hush hush.
Oh. It would sort of be out on its own then, would it?
Yeah.
Now that you think about it, actually, I heard there was a couple of stories passed by about a Kellenvall temple up in the north. But it was supposed to be very, very hush hush. We don't even know if it existed or not.
Well, then we will find out.
Ellie's gonna look at Wheeler and be like, do you think Hanny would know?
I was just about to type a message to the DM asking which direction is Hanny in? Is she north or is she south, east, west?
He's also north.
Oh, so, okay. That's
But-
good. What a coinky dink.
Relatively close north.
Yeah.
mean, Honey knows a lot of things.
Yeah, maybe. Though on that, she really needed to see you.
Oh yeah, she came to me. Oh my god! Yes, yes. She's just
Yep,
gonna look
yep.
at Cal and Gemini and go, "My aunt is dying. We need to go to her."
Okay. Yes.
What she said.
First,
Right.
I would like to find Cade, and maybe we could rest up a bit and then go. If not, we can go without rest. I don't particularly mind.
I would like to go soon.
Is it far?
Yes.
She's gonna look at Willy.
No, not too far.
It's about 3 days from here.
About 3 days from here.
Huh. Is there an echo?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. You only said it once.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Well,
may-
I
Sister
think
strokes.
Jesus is back.
well, maybe it's better to go now then, so we can get there in time, because it's gonna take a while to get there.
Well, I
Yeah.
suggest then.
Cal, have you got sort of point to the empty bowl?
Oh, yeah. I brought another one just for you.
Come
Said
on.
you
Yeah,
got a good
Gemini's-
appetite.
Yeah,
Garf's
come
down
on.
his grub too.
Ellie, you kind of felt like maybe. Oh, your bowl's gone.
Oh no, he puts her bowl back in front of her. Here you
Your bowl's
It's
empty.
You get that very quick, Ellie. So you did.
My God, how are you so tiny?
go.
Magic.
Which one are you saying that to? We're both very small.
He's the tiny one.
I think I might be the tallest person in the group. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you are, yeah.
think I'm now the smallest.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
You
Yeah.
went from the biggest to smallest. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, so if this needs expediency, then let us give it haste and move.
Just go.
I suggest we walk through the square.
Why?
Why?
Because the people need help, and we should help them. And Gemini starts walking towards the square. It won't take long.
You don't want another bow, no?
Nope, nope.
Wheeler
Shoot.
grabs it. If you're holding one up, he'll grab it. We're like, I'll take this one to go. Let's go.
But it's not your bowl.
Right.
That's all right.
No, it's not.
So you'll take out a couple of coppers and sort of like throw them on the table. Like, right, let's go.
I was going to give a.
Owen Morgan money still.
Yeah. No. Cal was sort of going to cover. Give a good gist of how much he thinks that entirety would have cost.
Couple of silvers.
Couple of silvers for the
Yeah.
whole pot.
Yeah. It's not that expensive to make. You would say 4 silvers or so would cover it.
Mm.
But you don't know really. You would have to think about how much he would charge customers.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I wouldn't worry about it. He'll flick out like a wee piece of parchment and just sign on it. Cal made you some food, Morgan, and then Sarah set it on. Well, actually,
You're
he'll set it-
welcome. I'll send you the bill.
He'll set it behind the bar and he'll sort of set a gold coin on top of it.
All right.
Ellie, wanna add to the note? Sorry, we have to go. My aunt is dying.
Okay.
And just add that to the note. Basically, say bye. Sorry, you had to go.
There you go. You guys hurry up to follow Gemini.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right.
While we're going, Wheeler will turn to Ellie and be like, "So what's with the eyebrow?"
I don't know.
All right.
It's not just the eyebrow. It's like this, and she's gonna like pull back some of her clothing and show like skills there, skills here, skills here. Look at like. Have you seen? I have no hair. It's bald. It's glowing. It's golden. I don't like it. It's scary.
You know, sort of scratching. Canny might have a cream for that.
It doesn't hurt. That's the strange part.
Cal will catch up to Gemini.
But she would say kind of quietly, so only Wheeler hears.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of you kind of walking a little
Yeah.
bit behind, and Cal and Gemini, you arrive at the village square. Still a lot of people there, and you see
On the
Morgan-
way there, do I see Cade? That's why I was- at all,
No, on
like-
the way not, but arriving at the square, you do see Cade, and you also see Kaylee and Morgan there, and they have like some tables set up, and there's some pots on them, and they're kind of handing out food. And you see, there's a lot of people have gathered here and are talking to each other. No, don't worry, I can help you with that. And you see the village is kind of rallying together to start to rebuild.
I'll walk up to Cade, pat him on the shoulder.
He looks up.
And
hey, man.
And I'll like lean in, grab the papers real slyly, slide them into his pocket, and say, "Do with this what you will." And then I'll walk away.
All right.
And then I'll walk right into the middle of the square, hopefully so that the mayor can see me.
Mm-hmm.
Stand on a table or something.
Sure, they're not exactly a table, but there's probably something you can step up on. Yeah.
And I'll just, "My people, I see you are all in desperate need. We ourselves have lost a compatriot saving your town, but do not thank us yet because we have more giving to give." And I'll start pulling out all the diamonds and platinum, like 3/4 of it, and start throwing it into the crowd.
Okay.
"My people, rebuild your homes, rebuild your lives, have good, fruitful lives, and thank your gracious mayor for this." And then I'll give him a wink and just walk out.
All right. People start to your coins and things start to fall on the ground, and people are kind of like, "What the?" Ooh! And then they realize what it is, and they just start to scramble for it.
Ellie's gonna be very confused about this.
Yeah, so take it, Ellie and Wheeler. We've seen and heard this. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll keep like maybe half the platinum, but everything else goes. And as I walk past the mayor, I'll say, "You have a lovely home," and then I'll just keep going.
Whenever
let me see how suspicious the mayor actually is.
Roll for suspicion.
Does he have brain damage?
Maybe it's like, well, I mean, this is a tiny village. I mean, people don't expect houses to be robbed and stuff.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, excellent.
No, I rolled a 2. He's like,
"Well, I do have a lovely home."
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ellie.
What a nice man.
Ellie's gonna be like walking up to Morgan quick
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Hi, I'm sorry.
Hey, Ellie.
Yeah, hi. We kind of have to go. My auntie is dying, and
What?
yeah,
I'm
she's
so sorry.
Yeah, thank you. But we need to go kind of quickly. Do we owe you something for staying at the inn?"
He hugs you, and your face just is smudged in his kind of chest, stomach area.
Breathing.
I'm so sorry. No, forget about it. It's okay. Your friend already made plenty of donations. I can tell. As you see, Kaylee is just has like this it's gathering like tons of gold, and she's like, "Ooh!" By the way, Wheeler, you will notice that there is a fine-looking halfling woman over there. You have rarely seen halfling women, but if they're all as good-looking as this girl, yes, sign me up.
One quick question before we move on: was there a large diamond that I think maybe could be used for bringing back somebody? From what Lady Jen told me,
these were
Nothing
just
like that?
smaller gems and stuff.
Okay, then all the gems are gone. All right.
Yeah.
Cal will rock up the mug room as well after sort of seeing the hugging. Go. Make some more stew back at the inn there if you need some resupplies for the people.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, it's out of my pocket. So.
Much obliged. He says, "Cal, could you go get it?" Yeah, sure. He hurries off. Morgan kind of extends his hand. "Oh, I haven't talked to you a lot, but I understand you're going with them."
I suppose he'll stick around, yeah.
Good. Take care.
Yep, lovely to see you. Nice in. I love your implements, by the way. They're very fine.
Thank you.
Oh, and Ellie's gonna add because she suddenly remembered. Oh, I'm sorry about the giant going in. I tried to draw it out into the field, but it didn't want to follow. It just charged in, and I couldn't make it turn around. I'm sorry. I burnt it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
yeah.
But we gotta go. Thank you. Bye. Fluffles also says bye.
Oh, Fluffles, bye-bye.
And
Wheeler. Sorry, go
Yeah, and then she was gonna start walking.
ahead. Wheeler isn't going to stop, but as he walks past, fucking name
Morgan?
halfling.
Kaylee?
Kaylee. As he's walking past, he's not going to stop, but he's just going to be like, hey, we got to go now. I'll be back for you later. And keep on.
She smiles at you and winks and just grabs a ruby and just kind of flicks it in the air and snatches it.
My kind of girl. Keeps on. Whenever he catches up with Gemini, he's just going to be like,
Yes. Thank you.
and
Start taking bows.
in Thieves' Cant, he's going to go, that wasn't your money, was it?
Oh God, no. We share a laugh.
Yeah. He's just going to wig it. Good man.
So, the four of you leave.
Yeah.
Just so we're on the same, you are aware that it's about 6 in the evening, 5, 6-ish.
Can't stay here now.
No?
No.
That's true.
All right, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
you just
But yeah, they're probably gonna have to camp out.
Yeah.
All right.
Is aware.
And how much platinum do I have left?
What did you throw out in the crowd?
Everything except for about half the platinum. I kept
Half
about
the
half the platinum. Yeah.
All right. So half that platinum would be, say, around 450 gold.
450? Nice.
I mean,
Sounds ever
100,
rich.
100 would do me fine. Don't worry about it. For my
150. Very nice.
contributions to the fight.
I just walk past Vince's body and just scatter it on.
There you go. Good job.
Well done.
All right. So you guys kind of leave.
Yeah.
Just so we don't get like this. It was mentioned to Lady Tachan that Vince wants to be burned, cremated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Once a body is cremated,
Yeah, Gemini turns around.
Yeah, it can't be fixed. Yeah.
Okay, go to Lady Chan's first. I probably should have done that first. I was thinking about it, but then it skipped my mind.
okay.
So go
There
to
we
Lady Chan's. Don't burn the body. Leave.
Okay.
Well,
there you go.
yeah, you sort of get that scene, but then you get a scene of Varen lying on the ground with his hands on his head going, fucking magic.
Well, if they go
Alright.
by Lady Sachan, Ellie would say goodbye because she's been very helpful.
Yeah.
They
Alright.
should probably do that anyway.
Okay. She says goodbye to everybody, and you guys
Yep.
head north.
Wheeler says, nice to meet you. Bye.
Yeah. All right. So you guys head north. And it, as you kind of leave the town, it slowly, after about an hour of walking, it starts to get darker. The sun is going down. What do you guys do? You're walking over a road, and there's farmland here. So fields and some little bit of hills, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Is there any wee groups of trees close by?
Yeah, there are little clusters, little flocks of trees, but no more than 20 to 33 trees, like kind of clustered together. And
Before it gets too dark, I suppose we should probably hit a camp. We don't want to be caught walking at night, so.
But I can see the road is
Yeah,
right there.
why not?
So can I, but
Yeah.
things lurk in the dark.
Cal,
Come
what?
on, you're not
You're
scared of
human,
a few
right?
wolves, are you?
Not really, no.
No, he's an elf, half elf.
Oh, that's right, he's half elf.
No, he's,
I
he's
did
wood
that
elf.
last session as well. I was like,
Oh, no.
yeah, when you talk about he's human. No, he's not.
But we can fight wolves.
Yeah,
We've done it
but-
I
before.
have a bag of their teeth.
just to go off of what we were saying earlier, maybe we should get some rest before we fight those wolves.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe.
Because if someone else falls over, I can't heal
yeah,
them.
No, I can't
Yes.
burn them that easily either.
Yes.
I'm
So,
fine.
well, then you will take first watch.
And lost.
Oh.
And
all the
everyone.
ones in the middle. Good
And
night.
all the ones in between.
Sorry, I can take half of them. I only need to sleep about half the time a human does.
Yeah, you stay pretty aware of your surroundings as well as you go into your trance. You kind of walk over this road and you kind of look around. Like I said, it's getting more shady and darker, and you start to see because light carries a bit in the dark. You start to see in the distance there's a couple of what you would think farmhouses that have lights burning.
Should we chance our hand with some of the farmers, or will we just go and camp some of the trees?
Well, I will say, I leave it up to everybody else's discretion, but the last time we went to a farm in the woods, there were 2 dead women that convinced us they were not dead. Well, one of them was not dead. Turned out it was a hag. They were both hung. It was very odd.
That's a very
Yes,
interesting story.
And the time before that,
What?
there was kobolds.
That's right. The time before that, there were kobolds. I tackled one. I was, I believe, Julio.
And the weird brain. And the farmer that was
The
torturing
paw
it.
brain, yes.
I
right.
think
and
you
the
might
tools.
need to go and get some sleep. Gemini, are you still...
Oh, not yet.
No, this is not hallucinations. This happened.
Yes, they did.
And the
Uh-huh.
door attacked Baron.
Yeah, I believe you.
She's entirely
don't.
right.
Can I insight him?
Okay.
Sure.
I'm also inciting. Ooh. I think that's a 22. Yeah.
18.
Cal?
Well, he's not going to beat that, but Gemini gets that he still thinks Gemini's high and doesn't believe a word he's saying. And Ellie, he's still concerned for your safety, and he doesn't actually have a clue what you're talking about.
I know. Don't believe me. Nobody believes me anyways. Let's just go wherever you want. Mr. Survival Man, continue.
All right, well, grab a group of trees. That's what I'm usually familiar with.
But isn't wall safer?
It's up to you.
But people aren't safe.
Yeah. Trees? then?
Yeah.
Trees.
I like that, yeah.
Trees don't
Yes.
speak. Yeah, you're generally good company.
Oh, I know a few people who can speak to trees. A man named Trevor. But that's beside the point.
Ted looks confused for making references here.
But are we sure?
Well, Cal takes over to a group of trees and see if he can find some stuff to get a fire going.
Do you think the
Yeah.
Dry will find us? She looks at Gemini.
The dryad.
Yeah, because trees, and she kind of jumped into a tree.
That would be nice.
Yeah. We could tell her that
Gemini
we burned the
starts laying
globe.
down thinking about the dryad. I'm sorry, why did you want the dryad to find us? I'm
Because we
certain
could
it's-
tell her that we took care of the blob.
Oh, yes, that would be good. Excuse me, sexy dryad, are you in the trees?
I haven't gotten to the trees yet.
No, you've gotten to you walk through some trees
Yeah.
and Cal's kind of gathering some wood.
Wheeler's going to sort of go over to Cal and like half whisper him, "What's his deal?"
Which one, Gemini?
Oh well, I know Ellie.
Do you want the stuff I know about him, or do you want
No,
stuff?
I'd like to know the stuff you don't know about him.
No, yeah, well, that's true.
Says that while just leaning against a tree.
Oh,
You're a funny one, aren't you? No, there's also stories about this group of adventurers that I knew from a while ago. Most of them don't seem to be true. Some of them do.
They're all true.
And that Gemini one is the one to embellish it most. So I'm guessing that's why it ended up as like Chinese whispers across the countryside. But yeah, I'll give you the rundown here while I'm trying to light the fire, and he'll go through
All right.
the whole fearsome four thing.
Ellie's gonna put up a bedroll.
Whenever you mention about what was it? Ellie was called a tiny terror or something like that.
Yeah.
As soon as you mentioned that, he burst out laughing. He's like, what? Yeah, good one.
Yeah, no. You should see her though; she's terrifying.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. Fucking this guy.
Eyes of distraughtness.
It doesn't feel good not to be believed, does it?
No.
What was that, Gemini? I didn't hear you then.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for the dryad. Dryad!
Can you talk to trees?
I mean, yes, but I can't hear them. You can talk to anything, Cal.
Right. You know they speak a secret language, right?
Yes, you do know I speak a secret language, right? I'll
It's-
turn to Wheeler and be like, we speak a secret language, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Right.
And the old mage hand to high five.
Yeah, mage hand high five.
Yes.
Oh, I like him. I like him.
It's strange. I've been around thieves a long time.
Yes.
You think you might have caught something, but no. Anyway, fire's cooking.
Ellie's probably gonna lie down because she's actually pretty tired.
Yeah. Nothing from the dryad, I'm assuming.
Nope.
Okay, right into the pink the pink
The pink?
sequined pink. Yeah, it's pink and it's sequined and it's a sleeping bag.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was going to say, what's her name?
Right into the pink.
All right. So you keep the fire going and you guys go and rest, or what do you do? Do you sit and talk for a bit, or I mean, it's not super late, it's just getting dark.
Well, Wheeler's not overly tired. He hasn't just fought a giant, so he's pretty fresh.
Yeah.
So he'll sit beside the fire and just anyone who's awake he'll chat to.
Cal might go for a quick search for some small game, maybe.
Ellie is probably actually just gonna lie down because
You're fine.
she's kind of distraught, and Vince died and Auntie's dying, and she killed a giant, and she's becoming a dragon-ish. She's becoming a golden Gemini. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's fantastic. It's what it is.
Yes. So if they stop, she's probably just gonna collapse, basically.
Yeah, Fluffles just cuddles
Yeah.
up against you
Yeah.
and just.
Gemini will basically, he kind of doesn't want to talk to anybody, but he also doesn't want to be alone with his thoughts, so he'll stay awake enough to hear whatever conversations are around and then just try to fall asleep.
All right. So you're pretty much Wheeler. You're pretty much by yourself. Gemini's kind of leaning against a tree, and just his eyes are kind of sinking, and Ellie is just kind of also trying to get some rest. And Cal just gets up and says, "I'm gonna look for some game," and heads off.
All right. He's going to he's just gonna sit there and watch, take out a couple of ball bearings out of his pouch and just start juggling with them.
All right, there you go. Cal, you go outside or go in the surrounding to look for some game. Roll your survival.
Survival. That's 17.
17. You managed to shoot some hares and some rabbits, and you could even shoot a badger if you wanted to.
Nah, we'll leave it.
You leave the
Just-
badger, okay?
Yeah, whatever it can carry, sort of thing.
All right, fair enough. So you have about 2 hares and 2 rabbits, and you think like, yeah, this should be enough for now. And you kind of start to head back to the patches of wood, of trees, where you guys have set up camp. And you see in the distance, you see the fire of your campfire burning.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're walking back, you see in the distance, you see a different type of fire moving. As you look, it's clearly torches.
Right. Can Cal do the sneaky and try and find out who it is?
Sure.
You want to roll for stealth? Yep.
Yep. You have advantage, by the way.
Okay. It's only a 13.
13. Okay. So you kind of start to sneak closer, and you see there's about 5 torches.
Mhm.
And they're kind of collecting themselves. And as you crawl, kind of sneak closer to them, you see they're carried by men from different ages. You would say the oldest one is probably late 50s, and the youngest one is, you would say, about 15 or so. And there's 5 torches, but there's about 10 or so people there. And
Right.
they're kind of talking to each other in whispers. Roll your perception.
Perception. It's only a 10.
All right. You listen. You can't really make out extremely well what they're saying, and you don't really want to get closer because there's not a lot of places to hide behind here. But you feel like you hear fire, camp, check.
Do they look armed?
Yeah, a little bit, but not like swords and arrows and stuff. You
Yeah.
see, most of them have pitchforks.
Yeah, they don't look like brigands. Right. Got
No.
ya. Cal will actually come out of stealth, sort of walk up to them and go, "Who goes there?"
Oh, Jesus Christ! You see people just kind of pitchforks are pointed at you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be sneaking up on people. What's the matter?
Who the hell are you?
Just some travelers.
You see them kind of trying to light their torches in your direction because you're like this shadowy person just all of a sudden just standing here.
Just comes out the smoke. Name's Kel. We're just a band of travelers. Is there a problem? You look like a bunch of farmers.
Oh, would you?
They look at each other and you hear whisper. Talking to. I'll take it. And you see a guy step forward. You think he's about late 30s, early 40s. He just steps out. He looks muscular, brawny kind of guy. He steps forward and says, "You guys are travelers?"
Yeah.
Whoa. What kind of travelers? Where are you going? Where are you from?
We just come from the village back there, and we're just sort of following the road. We just camped here before it got too dark.
As you see, one of the persons starts to whisper in his ear. He said, "Yeah, I know that." Yeah. Wait, you mean Ellsbrook?
Yeah, Ellsbury.
And you're camping here in the trees.
Yeah, we didn't get too far before it got dark.
Why the hell did you not leave in the morning?
Well, did you not hear what happened to Ellsbrook?
What the heck happened there?
A giant attacked Ellsbrook. The place is in tatters.
What? You see, everybody starts to talk again. And it takes actually a couple of minutes before things start to calm down again. And were you there when the giant attacked?
Yeah, we killed it.
It's dead. Oh.
Yeah, it's well dead. Well and truly dead.
So, why are you leaving?
We've got places to be. Apparently, people need to find family, and I'm just tagging along, really, just to make sure that people don't die.
All right. So you're not here for any trouble?
Not really, no. Are we camping on your land or something? Is that why you're out?
No, it's not our land. It's from the kingdom. It's the road is their property, more or less.
Oh, right. You were just concerned it was maybe brigands or something.
Yeah. We don't get a lot of travelers here. Most of them keep on going until they get to the town.
Right. We were going to stop at one of the farms, but they were very concerned. Last time they went to a farm wasn't too pleasant, apparently. But yeah.
What?
Who? Just the people I'm traveling with. They had problems with kobolds or something.
Kobolds?
Yeah.
He kind of looks around. It wasn't me. No. Who's the kobold for this? Who are these people?
Who?
We haven't heard anything about kobolds.
Kobolds? I haven't really heard anything about kobolds, but they mentioned.
You said
something.
Yourself they had trouble with kobolds.
Yeah, they did. I only joined them.
But you're not with them?
I joined them from the Purple Caravan.
Oh, the Purple Caravan. Yeah, I heard about them. Yeah, they're a good bunch of people.
You're getting a lot of information from me here. I'm not getting a lot from you. Are you just from the surrounding farms?
He kind of looks at himself. Yeah, of course. We saw your campfire burning, and we kind of gathered, strength in numbers.
Yeah, I tell you, you probably would have been slaughtered if you tried to ambush us.
Oh, not a...
What do you mean?
Well, I picked you out from a mile away with those torches, and you didn't see me coming. You need to be a wee bit more careful when you're out and about in the dark.
You see one of them kind of start to lowering his pitchfork again and starts to look around himself like, are we being hunted?
That would be a good idea, but no, it's just me. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, and he just sort of like trots off. Don't let the wolves get you. Bye.
Hey, come here.
Yeah, what's up?
Come here. Come closer.
He'll sort of slowly down her back. Yeah.
Are you wearing a hood?
No, I'm not wearing a hood.
He looks at you.
You will see the big bear cloak, though.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and says, "You're not human, are you?"
Me? No. I come from the woods. I'm an elf.
Right. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Me. Most people just call me Cal.
Cal?
Yeah.
You hear? That's not an elven name.
If you want to hear the full spiel,
Cal's
then,
not an
do you?
elven name.
Right, okay, right. Prepare yourselves for wonder.
For battle.
Roll
initiative. What?
What did he say? Roll initiative.
The actual name is Colleen Quilda Mika Fu Shiru.
Bless you.
I'm Chim Chimney.
Most people just call me Cal.
You hear whispering and yeah, that does sound like an elven name.
Yeah. Do you want to say that one back to me 5 times?
Are you fucking with me?
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah. Listen, if you or your people cause any trouble here, there'll be hell to pay. You got that?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm quivering.
Oh, this is great. We
Alright.
make friends everywhere.
I mean, fucking Gemini and Cal, we're going to get killed wherever we go.
Like I said, best friend.
Get back to your people and get the hell out of here tomorrow morning.
No, you worry, we'll be gone.
How about now?
Oh, you said make this our new home.
You hear the fucking knife here.
Keep your eyes to those shadows. You don't want to
Fuck
get.
you.
Oh, fighting words.
They turn around and they all start to turn their pitchforks at you.
That's good. Keep them fighting wolves in you. Might survive the wolves that are watching you.
What wolves?
Later. Just standers away. Actually, he starts to stealth away.
Please roll a 1.
That's the one.
That's him.
You roll the 1?
Yep.
Yes.
Tom, he just goes.
Starts walking backwards, like trips and makes real big noise.
He actually disappears because he trips and falls in the long grass.
Yeah, they're too busy looking around for the wolves. He's gone, but really just lying on his back.
This works. This is
You
good.
kind of walk back and you kind of crouch down and you walk off, and they're like, "What's he doing?" I don't know.
Please tell me you're doing your own
As
theme
they
music
kind of
while you're at
raise one of their torches and kind of look, and they're like, "It's one weird elf." Yeah.
Ranger man.
Yep, he'll sort of stealth back to the camp. So
Yeah. Wheeler, you'll be sitting there, kind of
Just hear, like,
nibbling
twigs
on,
and twigs
on
breaking.
some of your rations, and you see Cal kind of just like from one tree to another tree.
Just gonna go back watching. Like, you all right there?
yeah.
Actually, as he's walking back, every time he goes to a new tree, Wheeler uses prestidigitation to make like a wee ding near the tree.
Very funny. I brought us back some food, so did. If you're still hungry.
Oh, always. Geez, how'd you manage to catch it if that's your level of sneakiness?
Well, some days I have my good days, some days I don't need to.
That's
All
right.
right.
I mean, I did sneak up on the farmers that were about to attack us with pitchforks, apparently, but, you know, I thought we'd give them a
What?
bit of a scare.
Huh.
Well, you not see them coming. You see the torches over there.
No, it's too far away. I checked with the DM.
You kinda look and-
Anyway,
yeah, you do see a light in the distance.
Oh, now I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cal will sort of sit down and he'll maybe get like a wee spit going for one of the rabbits and then tie the rest of them to his backpack. And he'll assume that Wheeler will probably scoff that at some time.
All right.
You would be right to think that.
Very well. So Does anybody do anything during the night or otherwise?
Sleep?
Sleep. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
You're the only one that sleeps. The rest, with Gemini also, but everybody else stays awake and just yeah. So, Wheeler, you get a point of exhaustion, and
Oh no. Yes.
it becomes the morning. How do you guys do it with keeping watch?
Wheeler will take the first one for however long, and then probably Cal. He'll probably kick Cal.
Cal only needs to sleep or trance for 4 hours, so he'll take the other half of the watch or whatever.
All right. So, about 10 or so hours later, you guys have all rested and feel, well, at least physically a little bit better than you did before.
Wheeler wakes up. I feel great.
Ellie's gonna grab a stick or something and toss it at Wheeler for feeling great. She's not gonna toss it hard though, so it's more like shut up rather than trying to hurt him.
Whenever it hits, you use prestidigitation to make it seem like a big poof. It's like, oh!
Nice. So, you guys have breakfast?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First and second.
There you go.
And while doing that, Gemini's just going to throw his cards at trees and watch them snap back to his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Just like absent-mindedly playing with them.
All right.
Can Wheeler catch one with a mage hand while it's coming back? He's going to try and catch them. With the mage hand, not his own hand. Dear God, no.
You try it, and the mage hand keeps disappearing as he tries to catch it. He cuts himself and disappears.
Where'd you get those?
Oh, a man with interesting eyebrows.
It's just always them.
Always. Yes.
Yes. Ellie is gonna spend some time using prestidigitation to just clean herself up and her items and stuff and make sure everything is good. And if something needs mending, she's gonna use mending.
There you go.
Guessing Cal's going to throw on another rabbit for the dinner or for the breakfast. So.
All right.
And she's gonna realize she forgot to buy herself new clothes. Because that's important.
Dang it.
I don't know. Bear with me.
Yeah, I don't have anything that would fit you, sadly.
No, it's okay.
No, I didn't. I thought I had spare clothes.
Nah,
Oh, wait. I've got a disguise kit. Do I have a disguise kit? Oh, no, I don't have a disguise kit. I thought I was. Oh, I don't. Never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let me check. No, Gemini has clothes that you can... Yeah, he has common clothes. So he just takes them and gives them... You'll have to modify them a bit, but yeah.
Nah, it's okay. She would get something later. Yes, there will be
Gemini
more
keeps his
opportunities.
clothes.
Yes,
All right.
he makes his clothes.
Women around the world despair. Gemini keeps his clothes.
Or they're just relieved.
Yeah.
No, they just...
no.
So you guys have your morning routine, and clothes are handed out but given back and stored again and looked at and found wanting. Yeah. And but this all under the lovely snacking of some rabbit or hare, and you guys continue to head off.
Yes.
Walking as you do, you see as hours pass by, the countryside becomes more hill like. You walk over some hills and you go into some valleys and stuff. And as you start to you continue onwards, you start to see mountains in the distance, and you also start to notice that the patches of trees become larger and larger, and the road that you guys walk on starts after several hours. You would say about at the end of the day, it starts to become much less kept, and you notice that this is clearly not a part of the road that is used often.
As they travel, can Ellie check for tracks of not Gemini, of Varen?
So can you do what?
Look for
Tracks.
tracks or marks that Varen might have left. Like, is there any signs that there was a paladin dragonborn walking by here?
How long ago was it?
3 days, 2 days.
Yeah, a few days. Yeah, wasn't that
Yeah.
long, I don't think. It just seems like longer because it was like 4 months for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it rain in between then? Was there
Probably, yeah.
heavy winds? Yeah.
So, no, you couldn't.
No.
There are no tracks here whatsoever.
But she would look.
You will look. Okay.
Gemini, I'll keep an eye out for anything dangerous.
Now and then you'll see a footstep or something, but
No, too small.
it'll just be either from Gemini or from Cal or something.
Someone walking in front of me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, no, that's a hoof print.
that's actually a smart lesson. You start to walk in front to
Yeah.
not start to see their correct. Like, oh wait, this might be a good idea. So
If Wheeler twigs onto this, he starts using prestidigitation to put footprints in front of her.
And if he does that, the first pile of mud she finds, she's gonna toss in his face.
It's fine.
there you go.
Sibling
So-
love, eh?
Yeah,
I guess.
prestidigitation, a full out order right from your shirt.
So are we going to have like a prestidigitation fight?
Food fight has a whole different meaning.
During the first full day of travel, do you guys do anything particular or talk about anything?
Yes, Ellie's actually gonna bring something up. She's gonna ask if it's really visible, referring to the eyebrow.
Yes.
Yes.
Seems like it, yeah.
This is weird.
Is it a problem? I thought it was
I
just
don't-
normal.
Is it normal? I don't. It's not normal for me.
Well, you look at this guy; it's pretty normal.
Yeah, for him. But I.
Oh, wait. I can.
haven't
Hold on.
always-
Stay still. And he'll cast Minor Illusion to make it look like the other one. Wait, there you go. Sit.
Not flipped
No,
around,
well,
just two of the same eyebrows.
Yeah, no,
on the same
exactly, like an exact copy of it. There you go.
Did you make another dragon scale eyebrow?
No. It's your isn't it her eyebrow? And he'll turn to Gemini and Calvin. Is it not her eyebrow?
Absolutely. It's 100%.
She's gonna look up both Cal and Gemini.
Whoa.
It's the eyebrow, but it's like a mirror, or it's like a carbon copy of the other one, so it's not flipped. It's just
Yeah.
that
Copy and paste.
eyebrow in the same shape over there, so it looks stupid. But it is her eyebrow. I am not lying.
I don't trust this. Pulls up hoodie.
To be fair, I don't know whether Minor Illusion can actually follow you or whether it's static. So it might just be as soon as you move, the eyebrow might
The
stay
eyebrow
there.
remains.
You rude.
That absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
So, Gemini,
Yes, Cal.
tell me a bit about yourself.
No. Tell me about yourself.
No.
Oh, right.
Well
we
done.
continue walking.
We just made a
Good talk,
conversation.
good talk,
Do you still think he's gonna try to kill you?
Oh, eventually everyone does, don't they?
Yeah.
Wheeler in Thieves' Cant says yes. Everyone else here is like, I don't know, fucking pineapples. I don't know.
What's a pineapple? I never seen one of those.
Is it an apple from a pine tree?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Does pine trees have apples?
Yes.
No.
Deep in the pine cone. Deep in the pine cone.
He makes a minor illusion, makes a pine cone appear. It's like, see, pineapples.
That's not apple.
Have you ever seen a pineapple?
Have you? That's a pine cone.
That's not a pineapple.
Apple.
Pine
I
cone.
wouldn't recommend eating them either. They don't go down too well.
We kind of look strangely at Cal instead.
Why all of a sudden am I reminded of the song like pen apple?
Yeah. Seems fair.
Right, well, we're getting nowhere here, I suppose.
Nope, you guys don't really do a lot of bonding, so you
No.
just.
Well, I was going to say,
Well-
while we're walking, Wheeler's going to chat to Gemini, and in Thieves' Cant. Well, either in Thieves' Cant or if they're far enough away from the group, just in whispered tones. He's going to ask him. So, what city did you study?
Well, that is a long story. How about you tell me first?
No, I asked first.
No, you didn't.
I did. There now. You were there.
Nope. I asked yesterday.
Yeah, and
Ash
I
was
answered.
first.
But I
you
answered
did.
yesterday.
Ah, excellent. Then if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Gemini keeps walking.
Like that guy.
Very solid group we've got here.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Well,
So, what worries you so much about the eyebrow, then, Ellie?
because it wasn't there earlier.
But does it not look really cool or something?
I do not know.
Maybe you mean it wasn't there?
It wasn't there until the fight with the giant.
Well, they don't just grow like that.
Exactly!
Mine did.
You were born with it!
Well, yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
You beat me to it by a fucking split second, you bastard. See, I could have done the hair flick as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could be right in that. There does seem to be a lot of strange things in this group. But do
Yeah.
you have any ideas where this
Speak for yourself.
has came from?
What did you say? I'm sorry. Someone screaming very loudly.
I know
What?
you have a very delightful.
Sorry,
sibling.
what?
I'm sorry, Cal. What did you say?
I said,
So-
any ideas?
What?
Yeah?
Go on, say it one more time.
One more time.
Good dog. Stay at the back.
Moves to the front.
Anyway, this was saying. Any ideas where it's came from?
No, not really. It's. I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. It keeps on happening things, and I keep changing.
I don't know if you know this,
But-
but you have a tendency of answering questions with 3 answers. Yes,
Well-
maybe
This is true.
no.
Yes. Quite.
Well, yeah, but it's not a
yeah,
straight
but
answer.
no, but yeah.
Yeah, but no, but yeah.
It's
I'm
not
not
straight. Either you know or you don't know,
I
or you have a
don't
suspicion.
know.
Or,
But I'm
whatever.
suspecting something, but I don't know.
What do you suspect then?
Can I trust you?
No.
Then no.
I feel like if you asked that to any of us, even Wheeler, the answer would have still been no.
It's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, balls.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, that's a lie. Wheeler would have said yes. But yeah, only to LA.
I'm glad we were all on the same page. We can't have a conversation with anyone.
We're such a good group.
So, Willa, what's your story?
Gemini hangs back to talk to Ellie while they're talking.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Side note: what is the closest city to the aunt's house? Well, Hanny's house.
Elfbrook.
Oh, okay. So there's no cities nearby, or
No.
anything? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Right. So, what's your story then?
Not much.
Didn't get much. Got most of Ellie's side of the story.
Well, there's Ellie's. And he sort of looks and goes, "Aunt, maybe." And I sort of looks and goes, "Yeah, I think, pretty sure, Aunt." I don't know, I was quite young at the time, but she took me in, and
Right.
yeah,
It's very nice of her.
Mm,
You've been
she's
like
a nice
brother and
person.
sister, yeah.
Yeah.
No actual blood relation then.
Sort of looks at himself and looks at Ellie and was like, "Yeah, there'd be some questions raised if that was the case."
That would be true, yeah. Anyway, so can you fight?
I can.
No, he just runs away.
Shh.
Right.
I've got better since we last had a fight.
We've got a brilliant group now, so we do.
At that point, Will, you're
Two
sort of
people who run away and
um,
a mage or magician that runs at the enemy.
whenever you say that, Wheeler sort of like pushes back his cloak, and you see he's got a rapier on one side and a crossbow sort of hanging to his other side.
No. Very fine weapons in there. I used to use a rapier myself a wee bit. Didn't fancy it though.
As did I.
The rapier's just
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, don't worry.
it's like, the rapier's just in case I get too close. I try and he sort of pats the crossbow, deal with things before they become a problem.
He reaches for his bow. Always.
Although I hope we have someone who fights up close, because it only really works if someone's within 5 feet of it.
Well, that will probably be me, actually.
That's good.
No,
He doesn't
it will
actually say
probably
that,
be
by the way.
Ellie.
That was meta.
It depends on the situation.
Probably Ellie,
Oh, Ellie, yeah. Ellie, Jesus.
running up the headbutt them.
Wheeler probably don't know this yet, though.
No, not yet. He's in for a treat when he finds out. Just like, what?
But yeah, no.
He'll be like, Ellie, no. Oh, no, she's got this. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh.
Ellie, no.
don't
Oh,
cry.
Ellie,
God, no.
Oh my god.
It's already dead.
Stay in the
fire.
conversation! Guys, stay in the conversation. Seriously.
No. No.
Right. No, don't use the rapier much myself. And he sort of takes the bear cloak back and you see two identical scimitars. More close range. I've been taught many of things over the years, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Anything you can pass on?
Not unless you're proficient with a bow.
A short one.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'll show you through things. Maybe sometime we'll go and hunt some rabbits.
I look forward to it.
That'll do. At least we had some sort of form of conversation in this group.
Gemini.
Cal,
So go ahead.
hey, no, Cal's just gonna sort of like walk on and follow the track ahead of everybody, sort of thing.
Gemini, while they're having their conversation, I'll turn to Ellie, and in Draconic, we'll say, it's spreading, isn't it?
Yes, she will answer in Draconic.
And why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's either when I get stronger or I get hurt. Like, I think most of the time when I got hurt, it's spreading. It's like when I heal like that.
Do you want it to stop spreading?
I don't know. I don't understand it. It's kind of scary.
Yes. I can imagine it would be.
And
Well.
and I keep doing things as I want, like when I feel I need them instead of really wanting to do it. And it's kind of scary not knowing that I'm gonna do something until I've done it.
I know about that all too well, but probably for different reasons. When did it start? This was after the accident, yes?
Yeah, it started after I got the amulet. I guess I don't know. It took a while before it even happened, you know. But the more I've been fighting, the more is happening. The more I use the power, the more it goes on.
Maybe your aunt will have some answers.
Yeah, well, she usually had a lot of answers. She knew a lot of things. She didn't know about this when it was happening. Maybe she found something out. I hope we get there in time. Did I tell you I had a vision?
No. You
I had a
mentioned seeing your
vision.
aunt.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
what was that?
when I was getting crushed, like, you know, and I thought I was dying, but she came in a vision and she blasted a hole into the giant so I
That
could
was
get out, and
Vince.
she said that it would be a shame if two in the family died. I think because she was dying, and I should come see her.
But Ellie, Vince is the one who blasted the hole in the giant. He used it.
No, it was there before him.
It was?
Yeah, she did it.
And she's alive.
I don't know. I don't know. If she said she was dead or was dying. Wheeler
Did
said
she-
she was dying, but I don't
Yes.
know.
And Wheeler, he's like a brother to you.
Well, yeah, she took him in. We lived there together for a while. He was way smaller back
Okay.
then.
I see.
He's still
No.
small.
I mean, even though he's still small, he was smaller.
I can't imagine. So
Like tiny.
yeah, so he was an infant at one point, as we all were.
No, well, not there. He
Hmm.
wasn't born at us.
I see.
With us.
So, did your aunt give you fluffles?
I don't think so. Looks at DM. Did my aunt give me fluffles?
It's up to you. If she did, if you want to, she could have.
I'm somehow imagining Fluffles just being there one day.
Then he just
No.
appears someday.
No, she didn't.
What's Fluffles doing? Especially when I like bring up his name. If
Listening to you.
yeah.
He's just lying there, appearing to be sleeping.
Appearing to be sleeping or sleeping.
In my arms.
I'm gonna turn towards Fluffles, and in Sylvan, I'm gonna say, "Do you know anything about this?"
His head kind of pops up. Lies back down.
That was a really good cat yawn, by the way.
That was a good one.
Are you talking to my cat?
Yes. Is that okay? You see, animals are smart. I give cats a lot of shit, but they are quite clever.
Yeah, he's very clever, but he's not really responding.
Yes, I noticed. May I try anyways? Just to speak.
I suppose. Be nice.
I will. Hey, little shit. No. So, in Sylvan, what are you? I know that her magic comes from you. I saw. You're the one casting it, not her. What are you? Interesting response.
Herbal.
Oh,
Are
I
you
found
on
a
our side?
tesseract. Just go.
Oh God, Thanos is coming! Run! So, are you on our side? Are you using her?
Please tell me it licks its crotch. Old leg in the air thing, just staring at you.
Gemini will lick his.
The overextended paw just.
Yeah.
Gemini pops on the ground, does the same thing.
Wheeler looks confused.
Not Ted.
Nope.
Oh, no, it's beyond Ted.
If you don't give me some kind of answer, I'm going to have to tell her because I don't want her in any type of danger. So, meow once, just to inform me that you're on our side and you're not using her.
All of a sudden, his head just kind of pops up and he looks at you. You see his eyes kind of blink slowly once.
He gave you a cat
Insight
kiss.
check.
He gave you a cat kiss.
Insight check. You're insight checking a meow. Excellent.
Yeah. Insight check.
Okay.
Here we go. That's
You
only
think-
an 11.
You think it's a
Only
cat?
11. Damn, that cat is mysterious.
I'll turn back to Ellie and well, whatever it
Interconic?
is, yes. Well, whatever it is, I'm certain it will be fine. And if you require any kind of help, you know where I am.
So, promising to stay?
I am promising to stay for now. I am
For now? How long is for now?
at least until we get Vince back.
He's staying forever.
And are you gonna tell us this time if you change your mind?
I was going to tell you last time, but giants started attacking and the caravan was leaving and everything was happening at once. I had
Yeah,
a plan
but you
to sit down.
decided before the giant came.
Well, how am I supposed to tell you before I decide?
Well, I heard you think you couldn't stay with us.
Yes, and I was undecided at that point. Also, don't do that anymore.
But I don't do it on purpose.
But don't do it on accident either, please.
You don't do it on accident.
Exactly. You see my point here.
Can you do it?
You can't not do something on accident, and I can't tell you something before I've decided.
Well, you had decided. You were clearly thinking it.
I was thinking
That you couldn't stay
Yes,
with us. Why
but-
couldn't you stay with us?
because you
Are we not strong enough?
No, that is not the problem. The problem is, and he just kind of sighs and goes, fine. There are many people after me. There are many people that I don't want knowing where I am. And yes, I make an ass of myself and I make a big show because I love the attention, but I also know when to keep quiet. I also know when not to run into danger. You do not. You've consistently ran headfirst into danger. And Vince, the second he could, sold me out to Kel. Now, of course, Kel may not be trying to kill me, but he did not know that. And in the instant before he knew anything about the situation, he sold me down the river. He told him exactly who I was while I was trying to remain hidden. And Vince, at the time, was the person who I thought was my best friend. I'm the one who found his body. I am the one who tried to do everything I could to bring him back to life. I snorted a man with him.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Which sounds dirty, but it wasn't meant to be.
The point is, the person I trusted most sold me out like that, without hesitation, with nothing to gain from it. So yes,
Do you want us to keep your secret?
I would like for you not to sell me out the moment you can. If I am trying to hide from something, know there's a purpose behind it. If I don't want to rush headfirst into battle and come up with a plan, know there's a purpose behind it. I don't want you to die, and I especially don't want me to die.
I don't want to die either.
Then just think before you run headfirst. The Vincent thing, that is not your problem. You even tried to help me, and I appreciate that. But you do run headfirst into battle. You do let your emotions get the better of you. And for that, we may all die. Because I will not, in my power, allow you to die, thus putting myself in more danger.
But if I don't do it, who's gonna do it then? I mean, someone has to do it first, right?
That's absolutely true. But
And the
we
best
can do
defense
it
is
with
a good
plan.
offense.
Yes, and a good
Yes.
offense requires a plan.
Does it?
Yes,
Power?
that's what
Kill?
coaches are for.
Fire?
Nope, that's not a plan.
Burn it.
Nope. That is a result of a well-laid plan. You need the plan first.
But what if there's no time to plan?
There's always time to have a small conversation, even if it's I'll go in first, you attack from behind. Some small plan. Just listen before running in. That's all I ask.
I will try.
Okay.
At that point, Wheeler will properly fall back in line with you, and he'll turn to you, Gemini, and be like, if you're wanting to stay secret, just maybe be aware of what languages people speak before you speak. And what's spreading with you?
When did you learn Draconic?
This is no longer my problem. I walks away.
When did you learn Draconic?
For some reason, I'm maybe starting to see why.
Did Honey teach you?
She did. I didn't understand why at the time, but yeah.
What else do you know?
Well, everything that you just said.
What else did she teach you?
Loads of things. What's spreading?
Nothing. I'm fine.
The good word.
I just heard you talk. What's spreading?
If you can't figure it out, you don't deserve to know.
Gemini will actually turn around and say, the word of Kellenvor, haven't you heard? And then he'll try to like drag him forward to like what Ellie process.
Yes, we met two people of them. One priest and one paladin. They're everywhere.
Yes, and we're going to go see more. They are quite interesting, a little pious for me, a little holier than thou. Do you like drugs? Do you like whores?
No. So,
No.
why is your eyebrow spreading?
It's not spreading.
You said it was.
We did not mention what was spreading.
No.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out, given that she was asking,
Well,
is her eyebrow noticeable?
You're not a genius. So you can't figure it out.
Good, deep, man.
I think you'll find I've got 12 intelligence. Fuck it.
Oh, shit.
Smartest
of all of
Wheeler,
us.
and she's gonna reach into her backpack and pull out like what might that be called in English?
I tried Draconic.
No, like a bright
halfling.
bread, like food,
Toast.
not toast. Like the hard, like crusty little things called like.
Oh, like croutons? Croutons? Yeah.
Except it's not a like crouton shape. It's like, but you know, bread that you can eat because it doesn't go
Baguette.
old.
It's like lambda spread.
You mean
Stale bread.
knäckebröd?
No, skorpor.
Skorpor. Oh, I don't know what it's called in the English.
I know there's a tunnel syndrome of that.
Basically, it's the type of bread that usually goes in rations because it doesn't go old because it's hard baked and really dried
okay.
out.
Yeah.
And was quite common that like people had on ships on seafaring because it's dried and doesn't go old.
We just call it stale bread.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
still, yeah.
Yeah,
Moldy.
she will pull out some of that and go like, "Hey, Wheeler, look, food!" Like toss it at
Like-
him.
He's like, yes, I would very much like that, but
Here,
still, chat. Yeah, thanks. He'll grab it and then be like, we still need to talk though. I'm not a dog. But he will start eating the bread.
sure you're not.
And
She's not telling him at the moment.
well, I'll keep walking, and he'll turn to Gemini, and he'll slip into Thieves' Cant, and he'll be like, "Well, I know that wasn't very nice of me over eavesdropping on you.
Yes. Yeah, it is our way.
It is, but I just feel I should answer some of your questions you asked earlier.
Stop. You will answer those questions
Next time,
next week.
yes.
Yeah.
That's good, because that actually gives me a bit of time to actually fucking think about the thing. So seriously, I am trying to get the name of the city that I would have been in before I went there, and I was like, no. City number 43621.
Species 8472.
Yeah, species 8472. But they defeated the Borg. Well, they almost defeated the Borg.
Yeah.
Fucking Federation went, oh yeah, no, we're going to team up with the Borg. Yeah, what could go wrong there? Sorry. Anyway.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.